You're now tuning into Big Baller Sports. When the clock's ticking down and the whole world's watching, we're right there, breaking it down, calling it out, setting the record straight. No watered down takes, no safe opinions, just pressure, passion, and pure sports energy. If it's trending, we're on it. If it's heated, we're debating it. If it's historic, we're stamping it. Now to your sensational host, the one and only Asher.
I'm doing well, Eric. We're leading up to the NBA playoffs, but before we get into the NBA, we want to cover March Madness. So, of course, the championship is set. You got UConn versus Michigan. What are your thoughts? For sure, yeah. I mean, leading up to it, of course, was the crazy game. UConn versus Duke. The ending was just immaculate. The way the game winner, but yeah, for Michigan, I mean, I feel like both games for Michigan and UConn were pretty much like there wasn't close games. I mean, they proved, especially against Arizona, Michigan kind of was surprising the way that they just ran past through them. But you know, for Michigan and Arizona, of course, it was a game between two of the biggest teams in the country, and two of the elite front courts in the sport. But I feel like based on the way that Michigan won the game was definitely due to their star Ade Mira, and this dude he's a big man, but I don't know, I feel like I still got UConn the way they beat Duke, and just pretty much the talent that they have. But what are your thoughts? Who do you have for the championship this year's March Madness tournament?
I'm going to go UConn as well. That coach, Dan Hurley,
Hey man, that coach, right? He got he's crazy. The way he got into the ref, and he was kind of mocking it again the last game, man. I mean, I've never seen a coach do that at the end of the game. I'm surprised he did not get a tech. Yeah, man, Dan Hurley. And I feel like, yeah, I mean, for those who don't know what happened at the end of the UConn versus Duke in the game, pretty much, of course, UConn hit the game winner, and the coach, of course, started, cheering, but he went straight into the referee's face and pretty much was not headbutting him, but pretty much like his forehead was touching the referee's forehead, and he's pretty much, staring him down. So that was a kind of viral moment on social media, but yeah, he's definitely passionate about his team, and I feel like they are the favorites, especially for Big Baller Sports' take for the championship game. But where I would say our main sport, for our sports talk show, for those tuning in for the first time and listening, is basketball, but in particularly the NBA, the National Basketball Association. And for the past few weeks, we've been breaking down the games, as well as giving our early playoff predictions. But literally, I would say we got a week and a half left till the play-in. Yes, sir. But before we get into the playoffs today, I want to cover two things. First up, we got last night's game, the Nuggets versus the Spurs. That was magical, man. That was a crazy game. For those who did not catch the Nuggets versus Spurs game, the Nuggets came up on top with an overtime win, 136-134 against the Spurs. Nikola Jokic, player of the game. I mean, this dude came up with 40 points, 13 assists, and 8 rebounds. And it was a showdown between him and Victor Wembanyama, which also had an incredible game with 34 points, 18 rebounds, and 7 assists. Man, these two guys, I mean, of course, you got Jokic already established 3-time MVP, but man, Wemby, he has heart, man.
Yeah, he and Levy Jokic, like, it just, the NBA is coming back to, like, peak form. Like, you got these unbelievable stars, and that's stuff. They both share so much. Jokic, so, like, Levy's the dude on the block. Jokic said, nah, man, like, we just got so used to this dominance. Like, he's so bad, he's so good. Like, I just, he's unbelievable for Jokic.
Nah, and literally the way the shot that he had pretty much steal the game, literally up against Wemby, literally the best defender in the league, in my opinion. And we'll see, of course, when he wins Defensive Player of the Year. But the turnaround fadeaway jumper with literally a 7 foot, 4'7" 5" defender. I mean, there's a reason why he's a 3-time MVP, and he's in the MVP race as well. But nah, I mean, the Spurs, they have a team as well. Besides Wemby, Stephon Castle, he dropped 20 points, and Champagny, he was also scoring with 18 points as well, along with Vassell at 18. And De'Aaron Fox, I feel like he struggled a little bit. He didn't make a three. He was 0 for 6 from the 3-point range, and he only scored 14 points. But regardless, though, I mean, the Nuggets, they came up on top. Of course, they are not in the top 2 seed in the Western Conference. Of course, you got the Thunder and the Spurs, but they're still contenders. But moving forward into the second topic, which will, of course, finish out today's talk show, is the Rookie of the Year race. So, for those who don't know, the 2 front runners for Rookie of the Year is Knuppel and Cooper Flag. And I want to, give our take on it. I'm gonna let Eric, see what he thinks. Who you got for Rookie of the Year, man? It's he and for those who don't know, Rookie of the Year is a very unique, I would say, award because you do not have to have the minimum 65 games, and there's a total of 5 people as well who can be, considered for the award. So who you got, Eric?
And first of all, the fact that you guys aren't doing the MVP crazy, but
Yeah,
I would have said Con, because I think this, I think Flag is better than David Con.
oh yeah, for sure.
Like, unbelievable, but I just think, it wasn't a lot of that 50 game.
Crazy.
Flag, like, that
Youngest ever. No teenager in NBA history has scored a 50-point game. He dropped 51 points. He's 19 years old. This man was born in 2006.
changed my mind. I think that they're both maybe rookies, but I think that youngest player that's like way before to like league in the offense, like I would just play.
Yeah, man. I mean, what I like about it is with every award, and I think it's pretty, important to recognize that. Of course, there's certain awards that there's a clear front runner, but even with the MVP race this year, it could literally be given to anybody in the top 3. It could be given to SGA, it could be given to Wemby, Jokic. Literally, like I wouldn't be mad, but with the Rookie of the Year, I mean, same thing. It could be given to Flag or Knuppel, and I mean, there wouldn't be a bad, I would say winner for the award. But with Knuppel, though, I mean, he's making history this season. He has the most threes made in the NBA. He's shooting 43%, which is the best in the NBA. And it's not just his shooting. He's been proving, on his playmaking as well. And this dude, there's always, even with the MVP, about, how good the team is. Of course, Knuppel, the Hornets way better than, of course, than the Mavs. They're already kind of established in the East. I would say they're projected to, make the play-in or the playoffs, I believe. And on the Mavs, on the other hand, though, they suck. They're one of the worst teams in the league, especially in the Western Conference. They're already eliminated. Because, the Hornets are going to be playing. They're the 8th seed.
They didn't get it for 80 Luka. Luka scored more points in March than 80 than
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like I got Cooper Flag as well. He's definitely, one of the best youngsters in the league, 19 years old. He has definitely the high ceiling out of him and Knepel. But with his talent, of course, the shooting's been a little bit of a struggle for him this season. But this dude, he's a good forward, and I could see him being the face of the league in the future. Still a long way to go, but definitely let us know your thoughts. This is gonna wrap up today's show. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks, Eric, for coming along once again. And for those who have not followed the page, make sure to check out Big Baller Sports on YouTube and on Instagram. It's Big Baller Sports with a Z at the end and 7S. Once again, this is your host, Asher Drum. I'm a host Eric. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all next weekend, same time, 6:20 p.m. Central Time. Y'all take care. Peace.
Welcome back with Zishan on air, and you listen to Big